Welcome to the Rivian R1T live stream. I'm just getting a picture because I got to put a thumbnail on. It's a little windy. We're jumping in. We just unplugged. We're charged up to 71% state of charge. Took 45 and we are, 210 miles of projected range. Ready to go. Let me get you guys set up here at the charging station. 1 second. Boop. And we should be good to head out now. Let's do this thing. So let me just show you the statistics of what we're at right now. I know we just started, but this will still go on YouTube later. 73% state of charge. It took about $30 to bring us from 3% to 73%. And added about 100 kilowatt hours. And the pack was toasty. Air conditioning compressor was rocking. Morning, guys. Thanks so much for joining. We're on a road trip. Heading up to Flagstaff, Arizona right now. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I just kicked on live, so let me know if all the audio, the visuals look good, all the good stuff. The AC compressor is rocking on this thing. We got the pack real toasty. We did a deep charge. 3 to 73% was 100 kilowatt hours. Charge curve isn't amazing, actually. It pretty much holds 150 kilowatts to 70%, well, 60%. Then it sits at 120 till 70, and then it dies off to like 70 kilowatts, 80 kilowatts at 70%. It's really not great up top. Does not like deep charges, that's for sure. Just the video quality is bad. I'm really sorry about that. It will go in and out, I'm sure, throughout the day. Oh, thanks for watching the software video. I'm not sure how many people are interested in the software, but I know we had a lot of requests. Yeah, the video's a bit blurry. I'm really sorry about that. Not much I can do here about the video quality. So we are on the north side of Phoenix right now. I should probably go when the light goes green. And we are heading off to Flagstaff. Are you going up to I-7? Not sure what that is. Sorry. Yeah, you can just blame all the live stream connection stuff on AT&T. It happens every live, and it's just something we got to live with, sadly. Sorry about that. We are merging up on the highway, heading to Flagstaff. We got 108 miles to go, 210 miles projected. But what's interesting about this is even though the truck says 210 miles projected and 107 miles to go, it says we'll get there with 37 miles, and that's because it's accounting for the climb, the big climb into Flagstaff. I'm gonna put the truck into conserve mode, which should lower us all the way down and put us in a front wheel drive mode. Oh, gorgeous Defender 110 right there. That is beautiful. Love that. Hi from Canada. Hello from Arizona. We gotta find some Starbucks along the way, I think, today. Should be a good plan. Just cruising. Loving this Rivian so far. This is the trip back, yes. Heading back from Arizona to Fort Collins, Colorado. It's about 800 or 900 miles, and we got to do it all today. We got to get back to Colorado by tonight, so let's hope this thing can hammer it, because we got a big trip ahead of us. Pedestrian system is really loud, and I would just unplug it. It shouldn't be hard to just unplug it. I mean, I can't recommend that, because if you hit someone, don't sue me, but like, it's just really loud. Charging stops are going to be long in this truck. Pretty much at max rate, if we pull in low, it should hold it for, you know, almost a half hour to 40 minutes before it starts to taper up top. But that's just not necessarily a great thing, because it doesn't have a very high peak. And most of the chargers along this route are limited to 350 amps. So we won't get more than 150 kilowatts, even at a 350 kilowatt station. But we'll keep trying. Looks like we're hitting some traffic. I'm not sure if it's a different speaker than the lock chirp. No, all of the EA stations seem to be limited to 350 amps, all the ABB ones at least. I hear the new Signets aren't, but yeah, can't get more than 140 kilowatts on plug-in, up to about a high 150 kilowatt, low 160 at high right before it tapers. And you know, I've been able to get 180 kilowatts at an EVgo 500 amp station. Wow, all of a sudden the entire world decided to go on this stretch of road. There's been no traffic up until now. The driver assistance, this is a pre-mapped highway, and it's just been wonderful, really. It's very competent driver assistance on pre-mapped roads. I'm really liking it, but I don't like the fact that it doesn't work everywhere. Oh, Cordon's Junction has Starbucks. How far away is that? No auto lane change. I have not taken decibel readings yet. I will when I get back to Colorado. So I took secondary routes on the way down with some slower DC fast chargers. I went off-roading in Moab, did a whole bunch of stuff with the truck, but now we are gonna go over to Albuquerque, so Flagstaff, Albuquerque, and then straight up I-25. We're gonna avoid the mountain pass. There's faster charge route, and I wanted to change the scenery. I wanted to do an out-of-spec charger hopping test with this Rivian. I wanted to find the chargers that could max the thing out and see how a road trip looks with high power charging. Also, more Starbucks options along this route. What has surprised me most about the truck, how hardcore it is when you drive it hard. This thing rips on a back road. It is so fun to just shred on canyon roads, and I did not expect it to be that good. It really is that good. here, but yeah, so the ADAS sounds, I guess I could show you what that looks like. So right now we're just cruising on driver assistance normally. If I were to lift up on the stock, that bub means that auto steer is canceled. When you put it on one time, you get a ding like that, but it needs a hand on a wheel. So once it feels my hands on the wheel, American flag. Once it feels my hands on the wheel, it should go to driver assistance, but sometimes it's a little finicky to get back into it. It says it's unavailable right now. That means that we must not be in a mapped section, or it's just not happy enough to turn on. So that's, yeah, well, I'll let you know when that. Yeah, we need to find 500 amp capable chargers, and there's just not many of them. A lot of the new, like the chargers that EA is putting in, the 350 kilowatts, are capable of 500 amps. Hey, then in and out, it will be the case. Why do the highways need to be pre-mapped for AP? It doesn't have autopilot, but you mean for lane centering? That sounds dumb. Yep. The EA at Claremont Ave in Albuquerque is 500 amps. Oh, sweet. Is that, Ryan, do you know if that's the station that has like 10 plugins? Because we're heading there. I think that's the big one, right? I might plan to do a charging test there if that's the case. Yeah, so it was definitely just doing driver assistance, and now it's definitely not doing driver assistance. It won't let me back on. I'm no longer showing anyone how this system works because it doesn't want to go back on after I try it. You miss our road trip videos? Well, you're on the right channel. I've already filmed a few with these things, so we're gonna do more. Yep, cool. Well, I'm heading there later on today to that 10 stall, and I'll do a charging test. Thanks for that info, Ryan. That's awesome. Glad it's 500 amps. Yeah, so the 150 kilowatt chargers, that these ABBs at least, I just checked the labels, are physically capped at 350 amps. Those have the label, it says 350 amp maximum. The 350 kilowatt units say 500 amp maximum. That's just for the ABB units at this last station. I don't know when Lucid or Rivian's planning to go to Europe. Yep, all of the ABB ones are stamped at 500 amps, but they are software limited to 350, at least the ones that I have personally experienced. I don't know about, I can't speak for every station in the country. EA tried to tell me, they're like, no, it's just the one by your house. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, and it's obviously not the case. Then when I said it's not the case, they're like, oh, we should be aware of this. I'm like, it's not hard, I imagine, for you to figure out which chargers are capped. It was just a very weird interaction. I don't know when Rivian's building out their adventure network. I think they're trying to cover up their 350 amp issue. I'm not going to let that happen, of course. I don't know what the case is, but like, I've hit every EA station in the last 2 days that I have hit with Hummer EV and this, both limited to 350 amps. Oh, it's camera shake. I'm really sorry. It's not the hood wobble. Hood wobbles tiny bit, actually, though. It has a little flutter in the wind. This is an unmarked police car right here left of us. No exempt plates. It's on standard Arizona tags. That it could just be like a detective's car of some kind. But we're doing the big climb up the hill right now. We're gonna have a big elevation gain up to Flagstaff, so it's gonna be pretty inefficient. I do have the truck in front wheel conserve mode though, so we're in front wheel drive. Oh, dang. Why are we stopped up here? Truck is at wide open throttle. We're doing the big hill climb. I can't wait for electric trucks just to rip up this hill at max speed. It's going to be crazy. Because this is what we normally have here for these mountain passes. Guys just sitting at max throttle, not going anywhere. This is that mountain cell service. We just left the charging station just north of Phoenix, and we're climbing up to Flagstaff. We got trucks trying to pass trucks here, going slow. Push it to Camp Verde for Starbucks. Okay. Not sure where that is. Thank you. Love Arizona. So Camp Verde seems to be about 30 miles up the road. Great. That's where we're heading to, the Camp Verde Starbucks. Gonna end the navigation in the Rivian and navigate there. sure what we're coming to a stop for. Why are we doing 25 miles an hour in traffic in the middle of nowhere? What? Well, I've selected the Starbucks we want to go to. So that's wide open acceleration in front wheel drive mode. Wow, it's still fast. This thing is such a beast that even when they shut off the two rear motors, it still rips. At speed at least. It's lethargic off the line though. Oh, sorry about the bumps. I got it in conserve mode, which is really bumpy. I'm only put it in conserve. I got the ride in stiff. Let's see if soft will help on the smaller bumps. Oh, this is I-17 that we're on? Yes. Brutal. $34 miles to Starbucks. Let's do this thing. Yeah, Arizona roads, it was fine back in Phoenix, but now heading up to Flagstaff, yeah, not so great. Oh, cool that you have an R1S on order. So cool. I love these trucks. I am all in from a product standpoint. Rivian, I don't know how to evaluate their company, but from a product standpoint, holy smokes, these things are, all the hardware is here, and maybe a couple more software updates just to fine tune some things. All of it can be fixed with software. Arizona. Yeah, well, we're going through these hills here, which block signal. Only 30 minutes, 27 minutes, 30 miles more to get to Starbucks. Do I think I've put more miles on an R1T than anyone who doesn't work for Rivian? It's very possible at this point. Maybe by the end of the week. I know some folks at Rivian that have 8, 9, 10,000 miles on their trucks. And I know they have some mileage accumulation trucks with like 50. Someone just commented that they're in school and they're trying to watch this live. And it's like, you know, school is really boring when this live stream is more interesting than that. Front wheel drive acceleration, awesome. The motor sounds so good too. Doesn't the government already subsidize electric vehicles $7,500 a car? Which I think is unnecessary personally. Would I pay $10K extra for the bigger battery? Yeah, if I had the option. But I'm really impressed with this battery's. I love how people have now just called driver assistance autopilot. Autopilot is just for Tesla. wind noise, tire noise is really low considering the size of the tires. They're 34-inch tires. And wind noise is not great in this one because it has a bit of a leak. Little window seal action. It's the only quality issue with the entire truck, really, is just a little wind thing that can be fixed in 2 seconds. Rivian or Lucid, which one has the best chance to compete with Tesla? Why they're making different cars? I mean, Lucid's really the one that's making a car that's very similar to Tesla with a long-range sedan. But Tesla doesn't make a pickup truck, and that's all Rivian makes, so they wouldn't even be able to compete. And then you can say, oh, the Cybertruck, but they don't make Cybertrucks right now. And so, yeah, it's just Rivian's in a league of its own. And Lucid's competing directly with Model S, and every Lucid sold pretty much is a competition to Tesla because you're giving up a Model S, or it's a direct competition to Porsche and Audi with Taycan and e-tron GT. Yeah, the car makes literally the same noises as Tesla, though. When you put it on, the bings and chimes and everything, it's all very Tesla. Hey, Mitchell, really appreciate that. That'll go right back to the channel for a cool project one day. We'll think about what we should do with the Superjet stuff. But we'll do something interesting with it. And yeah, I was using driver assistance, and then as soon as I tried to show you, it's not working. So I'm thinking maybe when we get out, I'm just gonna get out and maybe cycle the car for a second. Get out, turn it off, turn it back on. Because maybe it didn't like the fact that I was trying to put it on when it couldn't feel my hands on the wheel. Not sure. Watching live from the USS Nimitz. Hey, thank you for your service and enjoy your time. Thank you. Oh, hey, Mitchell, you own an R1T, or you're about to own an R1T. That's awesome. You're a pre-order holder. Thanks for watching the videos. I've really been loving the Rivian, by the way. Driving this thing is, I'm just relaxing. It's comfortable. It's got plenty of room. It's the right size truck. It's the right truck for the job. And now I've experienced a couple trucks, and I can't comment on the Hummer. I just can't comment on it. But I'm loving the Rivian, at least. Any plans on getting an R1S? It's possible. I really want an R1T. Big bump. Conserve mode is fine and soft under little bumps, but when you hit big bumps, it's really gnarly. Yep, these Arizona cops will get you. Oh, they got a Prius. Damn. It was a Prius 5 with Sport Pack and the good wheels, too. You know they're pretty particular cops when they're pulling over a Prius for speeding. The glass roof has not led to any greenhousey effect in the cabin at all. The windshield has. The windshield and front windows need to be tinted. Not a lot of wind noise in the cabin, just a wind leak on the passenger side, but the live streams always make it sound louder than it actually is. It's not actually that noisy in here. It's not the exact bong as the Tesla Autopilot. It does the same type, the chime when you get in, and the Autopilot noises are totally different. Autopilot's very different than Driver Plus. The Driver Plus makes different sounds, but the startup chime is very similar to Tesla. Yeah, I've been playing around with the suspensions. I've been running it, right now we're in conserve mode with soft on the damper on the ride, and it's pretty good for this type of road because there's not many big undulations. But as soon as you start getting these big frost heave type sections, maybe like something like this. Yeah, that soft, it can't support the vehicle. So like through here, this maxes out, oh yeah, maxes out the suspension, and I would actually run stiff ride there. I'm surprised so many people were interested in the UI video. That's really awesome. I always worry about putting stuff like that up there because it's really super niche. But a lot of people ask about infotainment stuff, so I figured we got to do a whole video. The Rivian does not have matrix headlights. By the next software update, but I got what I wanted to get up to Flagstaff, maybe 3,000. I want to say it's just about, I'm going off memory here, but I think it's right around 7,000 feet of elevation is Flagstaff. Beautiful views up here though, isn't it? This is gorgeous. Love to bring this down to 7. Sorry for cutting in and out so much. The cell service is really bad around here. Just another 9 miles till we get to Starbucks. Heading from Phoenix to Flagstaff right now. On the climb. Thank you guys for joining. Welcome. I'll stream for a lot today if you guys are into it. I enjoy it. 1 week will be tomorrow. We got the truck on Wednesday. Yeah, so I think that's my impression. I would take an R1T with the large pack now, and then when the max pack comes out, maybe upgrade to it. But I think the truck as is perfectly fine, and if there's no max pack immediately available and the wait time is more than 6 months to a year, I would take a truck now. But I can't get a truck now. I need to find someone who doesn't want their reservation, I guess. Yeah, it probably would have benefited a bit from the road tire package, but I needed these wheels and tires because I went hardcore in the mud, in the dirt. The truck's covered in mud, and I used every last drop of grip these tires provided. We can try the mirror thing, so if you can, if we can push them in, bypass the motor. Hey, thanks for watching from the forums. I appreciate it. Yeah, the Rivian forums have been great. Everyone's super nice there. Can I give you a full rundown of my impression on seat, the heater and cooler? Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is give a wrap-up video of the R1T after spending a week with it. And if there are topics that you want me to cover, maybe one of the guys from the Rivian forums could start a thread and say, Kyle's gonna do a wrap-up video. What topics would you like him to cover now? I know I asked at the beginning, but now that I've spent time with it and I've answered a lot of questions, maybe you have some more, and I can certainly comment on those types of things. And I'll just do one video with all the responses in bulk, like we did when we got the truck. Wow, look at the we are regenning hard. Wow, that view is insane. The snow-capped mountains off in the distance. Whoa, that is beautiful. Have I come around to the white color on the R1T? I gotta say, the white has grown on me. I did not like white at first. I'm like, that looks pretty boring, and it's great. And honestly, the more I look at launch green, the less I kind of like it now. But I don't really see that many of them with the ocean interior. And I think for me, that's the way to go. Ah, cool. Hello from, well, we're in Arizona. You're in Scotland. That's pretty cool. 1.5 miles till Starbucks, Camp Verde, which I think is green camp. And nothing looks green around here though. Would I get a camp kitchen in my R1T? 100%. You guys know we love to camp. We have one of those Sprinter 4x4s. It's one of my favorite things to go out and van life in. And yeah, the R1T would be a great vehicle to do that with. Wow, just can't get over that view. That is stunning. It's a shame most people don't get out to experience this kind of stuff. It's really, our country has some very vast views. Hey, Rob, really appreciate that. That'll go towards something fun. All right, Starbucks, Starbucks, Starbucks. I see it on the right. I see the holy green glow of the Starbucks logo on the right-hand side. Can anyone guess the Starbucks order before we get to the drive-thru? Now, if only there was a Panda Express here too. So let's see, drive-thru is this way. And I think we follow the Mercedes from California. White Mercedes from California, they're definitely going to Starbucks. As are we. Oh yes. Hardcore off-road in the Rivian. This is the hardest trail this rig's ever gonna go on. That pedestrian warning sound is so loud. Yep, hardcore wheeling. We need off-road rock crawl mode to get through the drive-thru here. I can't give you any impressions on the Hummer EV, but I can tell you I did experience crab walk. But I can't tell you anything more than that, sadly. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I will have a venti on you. Like I said, the super chats will go to something fun.
Hi, good morning. We'll be right with you.
Hey, sure thing. I'm raising it up to all purpose because I think it looks a little silly lower down. Yep, Camp Verde. See us going up?
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. Could I do a Trenta strawberry acai, please?
Okay.
And could I have that with light ice, no water, and no inclusions, please?
All right. Anything else for you?
If you could still shake that.
All right. That complete your order?
That should do it.
All right. We'll see you at the window at 10:25.
All right. Thank you so much. Oh, I forgot to check in to plug share at my last charging stop. Gonna do that now. Check in charged successfully. Yes, I did. Everyone looks at the Rivian when they walk by. This dude's like hardcore staring behind us now. You know, this is the most exciting part of my day. To get some energy to do this road trip. We have like 800 miles to go. I'll curve the wheel and blame it on the dogs. No, I just blame curved wheels on Alyssa. Now it looks like we could drive over that C-Class in front of us. Yeah, $10.25. Yep, that's how much it costs every day to get a sandwich and a drink. But I normally don't get a sandwich. I usually just get a drink. No cookie. Got a sandwich. Yes, I use Starbucks stars. I got all the Starbucks stars. Are you kidding me? No, I don't own stock in Starbucks, but I can't invest in automotive because of reviewing cars. I just think there's an ethical boundary there. But I should just put all my money into Starbucks. Man, that C-Class is just not a good looking car. I'm sorry. But what was Mercedes thinking design? And the new back ends are not good. They have the best front ends. The new S-Class looks amazing from the front. And then you come around to the back and it's like, ugh. Yeah, I have a Tesla charger at home, a wall connector. I used this adapter. I'll show you here. I always bring it with me on road trips. This adapter here. And I charged the Rivian with this on my Tesla connector just fine. This is limited to 40 amps though, so thankfully you can limit the maximum charging rate from 48 down to whatever you want in 2 amp increments. So yep. Yeah, the Rivian charging curves have been dead accurate, or at least dead repeatable each time. It doesn't seem to fluctuate much. But this last charging session, the AC fans were really cranking. It was the warmest I've charged the truck though. Hey there. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Well, thanks.
Good. It's going to take 45 minutes.
Thank you very much. Can I have a straw with that too, please?
I'm sorry, what?
Can I have a straw with that, please?
Oh, of course.
Thank you. All right, you have a good one. Oh yes, we got the drink, folks. We got the goods. Off we go. Still in all-purpose. Let's drop her back down to conserve. We just needed the extra ride height to complete the Starbucks drive-through, of course. That was interesting. I switched from all-purpose to conserve under load, and it definitely took a second to think about how it wanted to handle the power. You can hear I think the half shafts knock around in the motors a little bit at low speed. You hear that? I can rock the motors on their mounts. Pretty interesting. We got a big climb heading up the hill into Flagstaff now. We got to gain 3,000 feet of elevation because we just came down that pass. So we got to go all the way up into the hills. But we got extra juice in the tank so we can rip it. Because I met some awesome people at the charger who bought their cars because of our videos, which was so cool. And they were the nicest people. And I just was talking to them. So I overcharged a little bit, charged up to 71, 73%. There's actually no half-shaft wobble under hard acceleration like a Model X. The drivetrain's really solid, but it does feel a bit rocky at low speed, a little clunky. I don't think it's going to have an issue. I think it's just as designed. This is a cool little scooter on the back. Dale and Noy Adventures. Do they have a YouTube channel? That's awesome. Dale and Noy Adventures. Hey guys, they're just cruising in their van. That's awesome. Hard throttle. Conserve mode's definitely got some power, more than you would need. Oh, we just got the XC40 Recharge. That's awesome. Alyssa, you should make a first impressions of the XC40 Recharge video, because Alyssa and Lexi both love the Volvo electric XC40. It's like the crowd favorite among the women at the office. So we have the EV6, the Nissan Leaf, and the XC40 Recharge, and the Rivian R1T all in for reviews at the same time. And an F-150 hybrid, and a Kia Sorento. It's just packed at the office right now. And I've just been doing Rivian stuff. Everyone else has been working with everything else. So, yeah, forgot to cycle the drive cycle to see if I could get driver assistance on, but we'll try it later on. I don't like how it doesn't, driver assistance just says it's unavailable right now. It's not, road's not mapped because I used it on the way down through here. That is a very clean GMC Envoy. Wow. Heading back to another Walmart. It's been the Kyle Connor tour of Walmarts this week. I never really go inside of the Walmart, so I don't think they love me that much. Random scared me. It sounded like a ghost was in the car. I'm like, what is that? I don't know why that happened. Oh, I do know why that happened. I have a charging cable plugged into the GoPro filming the main bit of road for you guys, and the cable sets the screen off. So you just got to keep cables away from touching the touch screen, which is pretty normal, I guess. How big is the out of spec team? If you include our writing stuff, I mean, we're pushing 20 people that do. Doing the big climb. I'm interested to see if the front electric motors overheat pulling this thing up these big inclines in conserve mode, but it doesn't seem to be. It hasn't given me an issue yet. I actually did the mountain pass going up I-70 in conserve mode over the Eisenhower Tunnel, and the front motors did not care. They still gave me full power. I was really impressed. Miles to go to Flaff. Sorry for the cell service cutting in and out there. I miss a lot of your comments, but if I don't respond to you, the big climb. Everyone's struggling. Not the Rivian, though. Rivian doesn't care, even in conserve mode. The H-egged at wide open throttle in front of us, I'm guessing, because they're going really freaking slow. Let's see how conserve mode passes. This is front wheel drive, full power. Haha, see ya. Back up to 85, allegedly. How's it going, Tom? Sorry, you cut out there. I'm just going through the mountain, so I can't hear you totally. Oh no, it's fine. You want me to call Jordan and let him know you're heading over there? Cool. Okay, and are you bringing anything there, or you're just picking up a vehicle from him? Cool, got it. All right, I'll give him a call and let him know. Cool, got it. All right, I'll give him a call and let him know. Thank you, sir. All right, bye-bye. What a number to give to the drivers. Yep. think we can skip. Yep, I think we can skip Flagstaff. The Rivian thinks we can make it to Winslow with 9 miles left. And we're pretty much at the top of the hill right now. I say we stretch it out of spec style. Winslow. Let's bypass Flagstaff. What do you guys think? See, originally it said we'd get to Flagstaff with like 20 or 30 miles, but we're at pretty much the top and we have 90 miles of projected range. It seems to underpromise every time in the trip planner, which is good because you don't want to leave people stranded. And so a 9-mile prediction to Winslow seems good to me. I'm pretty sure it's downhill from Flagstaff to Winslow as well. And so I think if we just kind of cruise at, 5 over or something like that in front wheel drive conserve mode and turn off the AC, and not that it'll make too much of a difference, but just go hyper efficiency mode, I think we can make it, and that will be faster by far to stretch everything we have to make it to Winslow. I'm just going to check the Electrify America app, make sure that those chargers are up and running. So that's what I'm doing here. Driver Plus doesn't seem to work, unfortunately. It was working here before. It just says it's unavailable. So even on pre-map roads, sometimes it doesn't work. And not sure. It was working earlier though. So it says Winslow, Arizona. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 chargers. 3 of the 4 are available. Could mean that there's charging right now. Those are good. I say Winslow, Arizona. So just so you can see on the map kind of where we are and where we're heading. Oh, there's someone walking down the highway. Look at that. That's crazy. You can see here, that's where we're headed. We're bypassing Flagstaff, which is kind of where we turn right where that Albuquerque sign is. And then we'll bang a right. But the route planner says to get to Winslow, Arizona, we need to stop at Winslow, Arizona Walmart to charge to get to the Walmart at Winslow, Arizona. This route planner, it's good, but it's got these weird bugs. It's early days and this type of stuff happens. I just love that it thinks you need to stop the charger to charge to then make it to the charger. I've seen it do some weird calculations. Windy. Very windy up here. 48 degrees at the top. It was almost 70 at the bottom. Well, this DHL truck was going slower, and as soon as we went to pass him, he sped up. I don't know if the cell signal's done freaking out. Let me film a little video here really quick. You join us at the top of the hill in Flagstaff. You can see the efficiency has taken a hit here because we have reached the peak and we have an option to make. We could stop in at the Flagstaff Electrify America charger, which is certainly an option. It's not really that far off the highway. Or we could, out of spec style, stretch it to the Winslow, Arizona Electrify America station. And the route planner right now says we can make it to the Winslow charger. Let's go see it, with 9 miles projected. And that's about 3%, 2 or 3% state of charge. And to me, that sounds pretty good. That's plenty. So let's do that. I also love how the route planner is saying to make it to the charger at Winslow, Arizona, we need to stop and charge at the charger in Winslow, Arizona. So the route planner definitely has some bugs that need to be worked out. But I say, let's actually skip Flagstaff and head off to Winslow. So maybe it actually saved me some time that I charged a little deeper at the last station. We're getting hit with a massive headwind. we're just doing 80 miles an hour, just right with the speed limit pretty much. So no worries on making it to Winslow. I think we just keep cruising. The Rivian charges at max current from dead, so it makes sense to just get there as low as possible. You're thinking about getting a Bolt or a Volt? What about something that charges faster than a Bolt? $25,000 used EV? I don't know. What would I get? There's some pretty good options. Probably an i3. I'd get the nicest i3 range extender I could. Probably. Hold on one second. Hey, Jordan. Good. How are you? Live streaming, so can't actually tell you how the Hummer was. Because they would be able to hear me. But I'll tell you later. I think the embargo is April 4th or 10th or something like that. Yeah, well, it'll be all day. So what do you got going on? You got 72 Leaf? That's awesome. But it should, I think, what state of charge were you at? Yep. Okay, so it's not a true, it's probably a 200 amp. Yeah, I'm not really sure why you wouldn't get 100 kilowatts on it, because it's rated at 100 kilowatt Chatamo, isn't it? Oh. Right, yeah, that makes sense, because there's only like a handful of Chatamos that can do more than 50 kilowatts. But I'm pretty sure they're limited to 200 amps on those units. Yeah. So how did you enjoy your time with it? Wow, that's awesome. Oh, that's great. Oh my God, you can't. Yeah, I would say the Leaf is not so innovative anymore, but that'll be a good video. Oh, cool. Probably took you 3 seconds to do a tech deep dive on the Leaf. All right, well, I am, yep, just in the middle of Arizona right now, heading to Winslow, where we were not too long ago. Yeah, we'll stand it on the corner. We'll do I gotta get a picture of the Rivian at the corner, but I also need to, like, get home ASAP. So, I probably won't do that. All right, well, you enjoy the rest of your day. All right, see ya, bye. No, you can't run at standard height in conserve mode. Conserve mode pretty much locks you at the lowest on the highway. I love how it thinks we need to charge for 14 minutes at the charger it's trying to get us to get there. It makes no sense. It's like stop and charge here for 14 minutes so you can make it to the same place. Yikes. It is so windy up here. Dang, this guy went in front of us, now we're getting rocks pelted. Slowing down. That's annoying. I don't want to crack up a windshield on a Rivian. The sound insulation or isolation is really good, except there's just a little wind noise creak here, but it's not like EQS quiet. Any thoughts on around R1T versus R1S? Well, do you want an SUV or do you want a pickup truck? Other than that, they seem to be pretty much the same. Consumption up the hill, about 1.5 miles per kilowatt hour on the climb. But again, we were climbing. Oh, thanks for catching a live stream. I just started doing them, so for the first time ever, we're new at it. I'm not sure how I like it or not. I've never actually live streamed a road trip portion before. But that's what this channel is all about, so I guess it's kind of fun. Heading to Winslow. Do I think R1S will have different handling dynamics? I mean, yeah, when you change, the whole back of a car, it's going to alter how it drives, but I would say most people won't feel a difference. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't expect anything crazy. Did I order my truck? I don't think I'm going to order one. Because I don't want to wait 2 years. I'll just find a used one. Wow, look at those mountain peaks. That is beautiful. This Flagstaff is so stunning. And cold, 46 degrees here. Alyssa, I think we can do Friday. Are you talking about a conversation? We can do Thursday over Friday. Yeah, Thursday works. Sorry. Price to value after some time with it, worth every penny. I think they could charge 150 grand for this and sell everyone they can make. Doesn't matter, just whatever works for them on Thursday you can do, Alyssa. I'm in Flagstaff, Arizona. And it's just absolutely stunning here. Wish I could take this out to Sedona. That's beautiful too. So many beautiful places in Arizona. I need to spend more time here. How does it compare to the Land Rover Defender? Very different. I like it better than the Defender though. And I'm a huge Defender fan. The Defender is really good on a back road as well, but nothing like this. This is like a sports car on a back road. Oh, I forgot I got a Starbucks sandwich. It's just been sitting there and I'm like, I'm starving. Now we're in the city limits of Flagstaff. So now we're actually in Flagstaff. Heater is cranking on this thing. Gotta turn it down. Yes, it feels much roomier than a Tacoma or Ranger or Nissan Frontier. Much roomier. Yeah, I don't know what they do to map the roads. Welcome to Arizona, but we've already been in Arizona. Just a giant Arizona sign, I guess. Nice. That's pretty funny. No, Rivian's driver assistance is unavailable. Even though we're on a pre-mapped highway, it just isn't working for some reason. So there's 3 different error messages I've seen with Driver Plus in this vehicle. The first is, we're not on a pre-mapped road, 7,000 feet of elevation. And when it's not pre-mapped, the system just won't work. The second one is if you do something where you don't respond to, it asking you to put your hands on the wheel or something like this, you go in Rivian jail and it says it's not available for this drive cycle. And that means you need to get out, turn the car off, turn it back on. So it's the same thing as autopilot jail. And then there's another one which has just said, it just says it's not available. And then now it just came up. It must have heard me talking about it. It says put hands on the wheel first. My hands are most definitely on the wheel, and it says it's unavailable right now. So it wants to turn on, but it's not able to. So those are the 3 different error messages I've seen with this system. And it happens a lot. When it does work, it works really well though. I've had literally 0 charging issues with this vehicle. It's charged at every charger, at the maximum the charger can output every single time. It's worked wonderfully. Watch me jinx myself. But at least when it doesn't work, it makes for good YouTube videos. Half a mile from our exit. Yeah, it's possible sensors are too dirty for Driver Plus, but I was just using it before. I think it's the sun that freaks it out, but I could be wrong. We want to go 40 east to Albuquerque. How many people do you think could spell out Albuquerque without looking at the sign? Here we go. I don't know if the sensors are heated for this. I haven't parked the truck long enough to let it sit and see if it melts the snow off. Nice first gen Boxster on the back of this thing. Those are a pretty great value for a fun car. Fairly easy to work on. That one's got a aftermarket Sparco seat in it, so it's probably someone's just track toy or something like that. It's pretty cool. Love seeing a first gen Boxster. Once the most hated Porsche, now very much loved by enthusiasts. Now we're on I-40 heading east. It says 57 miles to Winslow. We have 55 miles of projected range. That should work. So I hope. Oh, cool. Your R1S delivery window's coming up. That'll be sweet. Yeah, the meter is very confident in this 9 miles to Winslow. It's very confident about that. But we have 57 miles to go, and we have 55 miles of projected range. Anyway, I don't know if the trip calculation's updating in real time, though. It's very possible that it's not. But that's okay. We will make it there, hopefully. We have a U.S. government Chevy Equinox in front of us. We're in Flagstaff, Arizona right now. And do I think the Ioniq 5 is worth getting over the ID4? I made a whole video about it. It's on Out of Spec Reviews. Check it out. Getting hammered with wind here. I should check the wind direction before we do this whole stretch out to Winslow. Oh, holy smokes. We are going to get freaking hammered with a side wind. Oh my goodness. Look at this wind. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Look at that. Going into the red. That's 35 mile an hour side winds almost. So we're going to drop the speed. We're going to hypermile this thing because we need... I'm still committed to making it to Winslow on this charge, but we really got to, we got to hypermile it a bit. We've already passed the EA station. It's one exit back behind us, so there's no turning around now. I mean, we could, but... Yeah, I haven't seen any crazy truck drivers today. The app for wind is called the Windy app. No, I normally drive with music or a podcast, but we're live streaming, so I can't really do that for copyright reasons. Should Rivian build in CarPlay? No, because then they wouldn't be able to send as many software updates to the truck. Every software update you have to have Apple approve, and it's a pain in the butt. How am I going to hypermile it versus your preferred speed? I got it set to 68 miles an hour right now, and we're just going to build up a little bit of a buffer. We have 50 miles projected, 51 to get there. So yeah, just going to go 68. At least for now. I'm just worried about this side wind. We're going to get hammered. So, yep. It says battery low, charge up when you can. Don't worry, Rivian, we know. We know what we're doing here. It wasn't far from here where I got that flat tire in the Tesla from some of these crazy gnarly bumps. Oh, there's this state trooper sitting in the trees over there. Nasty spot. Gosh, that just does not make me happy. How many miles are you from the charging station? We are 50 miles from the charging station, and we have 49 miles of range projected. But that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. You can always increase the range of an EV by driving more slowly. Radar detectors can still help, but they don't solve for every problem, right? Laser doesn't help you there. How many software updates do you experience this week? None. Does anyone like speeding tickets? See, even just by driving more slowly for a second there, we have our projected range at 49, and it's 49 miles to get to the charger. And we just dropped it a couple miles an hour. So there's your EV 101. And it's always better to build up as much buffer early on in the trip to account for unforeseen things later on, like a side wind. Except, have I gotten pulled over while testing? I think so. I don't know if I was shooting a video when I was pulled over, but yeah, I've been pulled over enough. Well, usually getting stuck in traffic extends your range, so very rarely would that happen where you would run out of charge because of traffic. If anything, you could go farther because of it, because you have all the cars pushing the air out of the way, and you're regenning every time you slow down, and yeah.